Player One was the best movie ever.
Okay, besides it being the best movie, how does it relate to the present day society?
It relates because it basically took you back and it showed different outcomes of things and the choices you make in life. And it's basically like if you make a certain choice, what's the outcome of it, and being able to go back and fix it. And it also shows
How does Ready Player One relate to present day society?
well, the movie itself relates because basically in the movie it was different people. People was in the real world and they put on these goggles that they could play in a virtual world and be anything they wanted to be. And it's basically like you could win anything, be anything, do anything. So it's basically like it relates to now because people can't.
Okay, what did you learn from Spider-Man?
What did I learn about Spider-Man? I learned that Spider-Man is a hero and he is a person that saves people from sin.
Okay, so how does it relate to science? Does it relate to science one more time?
It relates to science because of how the graphics in the movie Spider-Man.
That graphics as in, like the graphics as in, hold on one more time.
The writing, how the graphics.
Okay. The, like when they was doing the projections.
Yes.
Okay. What did you learn from Spider-Man and what science aspects did you take away from it?
Can you repeat the question?
What did you learn from Spider-Man and what aspects of science did you take away from it?
I learned from Spider-Man Far From Home, which is a really good movie, even though some people have been complaining about it. Yes, Jalen, you. Is that, for one, relationships are important, especially after dealing with grief, with losing Iron Man, who was like a father figure to him. It was really important for him to really deal with that grief, but sometimes falling and just being a kid. So that was really beautiful, and Spider-Man is also my favorite. Well, one of my favorites.
Okay, and what science aspect did you take away from it?
The science aspect that I would take away from Spider-Man is that, for one, you've got to be very careful with who gets what. Mysterio, who is not necessarily the nicest person, that can also be cut because that's possibly a spoiler, he was trying to use science as a way to manipulate other people and to manipulate like the world, essentially. And so, like, every scientist or every person has good and bad intentions, and if things fall into the wrong hands, it can really be used for bad. So it's just really important to remember that it can be used for anything, and you've got to be careful, and you have to stay vigilant.
All right, thank you.
See?
Yesterday, what meanings or what themes did you take away from it?
I think she would do anything to save her brother, and I think she'd do anything to save her friend, because in the movie she kept going back in time when she figured out how to time travel. She kept going back in time to try to either save her brother or to try to either save her friend. So I think that's I think she loved them very much and she don't want them to die. But I personally think it's like she gonna keep going back until she figure out which one, until she figure out that she can't save both of them. She's just gonna have to save one.
Or kill herself.
All right, what did you take away from the movie and how does it relate to science?
It relates to science because of technology. Like his suit is 3D printed. And what I take away from it is that he never gave up. He kept fighting until he solved the problem.
After watching Ready Player One, what did you take away from it and how does it relate to science?
From what I take away from it is that you can't always rely on technology. You gotta give yourself a chance or your brain a break from technology, because after a while technology consumes your whole life. And the science aspect that I got from it was the fact that you can use something as complicated but something so simple as technology to make life much easier.
Okay. After watching Ready Player One, what did you take away from it, and how does it relate to science?
I took away that you can't always depend on technology to fix everything, and it can sometimes take over your mind. And the science part, I learned that you could use like how to build a time machine.